Asian market is one of the store I go to get my ingredient for my Congolese recipes. Today I'm making some sombe or pondu or cassava leaf, and I'll make that with some beef stew. And let's get that started before I start organizing my kitchen cabinet. I usually just like to put the whole thing. It's frozen and it's easy. And I'll cut my ingredients, and I'm going to make sombe yamai. It's just gonna be sombe or cassava leaves with couple vegetables. I'm not going to put any meat or fish or anything else. I have my zucchini, eggplant, and couple vegetables that I'm going to just cut. I'm not going to use all of those. I'm actually gonna do like half, because if you put too much it's going to be sweet, and I don't like my sombe to be sweet. I like it to be a little sour or a little tangy. I don't know, just the sombe flavor itself. That's why I like it. Just the water or yamai. And I'm just doing half the leek. And not most of these vegetables, I'm not going to blend them. I'm leaving some of them out just to see a big chunk of them after I cook, like that. Just a big chunk. Here I am, just removing some of them because it's too much. Like I say, I don't like it to be sweet. And not only that, it's just too much for just one. Don't forget garlic. I usually use garlic in almost all my cooking, vegetables or meat. It brings a different flavor. My bell peppers, I'm just gonna include half of it, and the other half I'll do the meat with it. Don't forget your celery, and I also going to use the celery later on to just put in sombe directly, just cutting chunks. And just don't forget to add water and continue to blend. Well, one more thing, ginger. I don't know if you have seen my other videos. I usually like ginger. It just has a different flavor, a different kick to it. So add some ginger to your food, you'll see. And you can see right there, I'm actually using the pulse instead of just grinding the whole thing, because I still want like chunks. I don't want to blend it completely. So just on pulse and just couple times, like 6 or 7 times, and you're good, because I still want to see some bits and pieces. And here is my celery that I'm just going to cut chunks to put into sombe just on top. When I cook it, when I see it in a plate, I have to see chunks. I had to switch knife because the other knife was just not cutting it. Some green onions or spring onions, I just like the flavor. Not only that, just the way it presents itself in the plate or in a pot when you're cooking it. And then I'm going to cut some onions, just big chunks of onions. Like I say, I don't remember putting onions in a blender, so this onions. I just want to see big chunk of it when I'm cooking it in the pot. And let's put everything together. I got my sombe. I got all this stuff. I put some hot water. Don't forget to put hot water. You can put cold, but it's better. And all my blended stuff. All my big chunk of things that I cut, as far as onions. Don't forget some salt and some black pepper and peanuts, grounded peanuts. And one thing I like, palm oil. You can use the just regular oil, but I love palm oil. Now cover it and let it cook. I'm gonna start my meat now, cutting my ingredient for the meat. I'm going to use the same stuff: onions, bell peppers, green onions, and I'm going to use some pepper on the side. I'm not going to put all of it. Just I'll add it as I go along. Ladies, you can get all this stuff in the frozen section or they already chop them off, but you save a little money once you learn how to just cut it yourself instead of paying for more. I'm dropping a ginger in the pot where I'm going to do the meat. Don't forget to wash the cutting board or the place where you're doing, because you're doing vegetable and meat. They don't go together. You need to wash the place. Here's my meat. It's just beef and a beef steak, and I usually cut small part. This is one of the ways that I make it. I'll just cut small part and I'll boil it with all these onions, bay leaves, some salt, and black pepper, and just boil it for like half an hour before I put my sauce or my other ingredients. And either way you make it, this is one of the ways that I make it. And usually this will be dinner or lunch, and you can eat it with rice, fufu, or you can eat it with pasta, however you want. But we all know how this is gonna end. There has to be some fufu because this is the Congolese household and it's dinner time. It's kind of late, but a late dinner. So with this pregnancy, I'm 7.5 months pregnant. I'm just really having a hard time eating meat, or maybe just right after I cook it. So as I'm cooking it, just the smell is getting into me and I don't really eat it right away. It takes a while for me to eat it after. Ladies, if you're pregnant, are you experiencing the same thing as far as eating meat or any other meat, chicken, or what do you eat, what don't you eat? I don't know. I will usually cook it and then I won't eat it right away. It will take me like an hour because I have to kind of forget the smell. I don't know. It sounds weird, but yeah. Anyways, well, don't forget to wash your hands because you're dealing with meats and all that. And washing your hands is really important, ladies, when you're cooking. And you're cooking for people to be eating, not just yourself. There it goes. I'm going to put my whole onion, and then I usually do like a slice of lemon or lime, and then garlic. And I'm not going to cut this stuff. I'm just going to put them. There's my salt and black pepper, my onion, bay leaf, and I am going to put some hot water in it, garlic, of course, and I'm going to put some jalapeno, but not a lot because not everybody eats some spicy stuff. Just hot water and let it boil, and just make sure you just blend it and then cover it. So the reason I wanted to do this, organizing the kitchen cabinet, it was to move the stuff from that side of the cabinet from the fridge to the other side. And when we move in, I just put everything like that. But now with the baby coming, I need to leave some space for the baby to have a space in a cabinet. So I'm going to move all this stuff on the other side of the kitchen, and it's mainly medicine and some coffee stuff for needle. I don't know, for all the Africans, it's just me, or I never miss having a needle. It's just powder milk. For all the people that don't know, it's just powder milk. You can make milk and put it on all this food. Well, mostly drinks, but yeah, I can never go without a needle. I think I freak out when we don't have needle. But anyway, so moving all this stuff on the other side, and up here in this cabinet, I'm going to put some dishes, and it makes sense because the dishwasher is just right there, so it makes more sense. I'm going to check on my Sombe, making sure it's not burning at the bottom. Just check your stuff when you're cooking them. Hey, Daddy, can you come? No, you. Mommy. Huh? Can you help me get that stuff back? I'm moving everything from, as far as medicine, I put it right there. All of those down. It's an empty box. Not only I'm short, but I'm also pregnant. It's wonderful to have a tall husband who can help you. That happens more often that I have to call my husband to help me. Sometimes it happens in the store, but at home too. I am too short, and that's short people problems. You know, we always need help getting stuff from the shelves. So, like I said, I'm going to put plates and some bowls. So, I'm not going to put all of them today, just most of them and some of them in a dishwasher. So, just that. And of course, I have to eat. This is what I have so far. And for the top stuff, I'm going to put things later on. And let's go. That's the baby side now. And I have this sanitizer for the baby. You can use it in the microwave to sanitize the baby's bottles and stuff. That will be the baby's cabinet where I have all the baby stuff. I'm going to use the same pump that I got for my last pregnancy. That was like 5 years, almost 5 years ago. Still good. I'm going to use it. The only thing that I'm going to have to buy is some accessories. And I chose this side of the cabinet to put the medicine because it's closest to the door. Not only that, I have some tea stuff, and as you can see up there, I have alcohol. You know, when the coronavirus started, I had to go, and I think I just went crazy buying all this stuff, alcohol to mix it so I can get sanitizer and have candles and all that stuff. That's what I've been keeping mostly on that side of the cabinet, but now it's going to change. And guys, this is not the end of it. I'm going to change stuff around. Just for now, I'm going to leave things there, and I put my instant coffee there. I like coffee. So that's what I have so far for the baby. Some stuff I still haven't put. Going to the other side of the stove, it's gonna be really quick. Apple cider vinegar, I never miss apple cider vinegar. Not only I do put in my drinks, I usually wash my hair with it. Guys, it's wonderful. When my crazy hair, I have so much dandruff, I usually mix that with shampoo and wash my hair. Try it, you'll see. You thank me later. And that side, I'm just gonna put all the stuff that I have on my spice cabinet. I'm just moving them around a little bit. Like I said, this won't be the final. I'm just trying to see how things are, just moving things. And on that side where I put the big tea up at the top and teacups at the bottom, that way I can be, and I can have access to them at the same time, not like trying to find where stuff are. So I'm changing stuff around. It's gonna confuse my family, and I'm just gonna have to remind them where I put everything. On that second shelf, that's where I have my teas. And I just love me some green teas, just mostly green teas and all kind of teas. And at the bottom, like I say, I'm going to put some cups and some Ali's little cups or just plastic cups. I still have not figured out what things are gonna be exactly, but I'll move them as I go along. And today is just trying to see where everything is gonna go. So I'm trying to do all these different things before the baby comes while I still have the strength to do them. I do other videos too, not only cooking, I do cleaning, motivation, and this season I'm pregnant, so I'm sharing pretty much all the stuff I can share as much as they can share when I feel like I have enough strength to do them. So I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but I finally had the chance to do it. So don't forget to check out my other content. I have other videos as far as pregnancy updates, cooking. Let's check on the meat. It's been boiling for like half an hour. Now I'm going to put some oil, and just I'm gonna do oil and the stuff I cut, the onions, tomatoes later on, bell peppers and all that, and I'm just going to put them in. Just see, I don't know if you saw that I put some oil, but I didn't put too much because I don't want to. I'm not frying it. I'm just putting a little bit to mix it. And don't, guys, less oil is better. You can use some vegetable, that's vegetable oil, but you can use also olive oil. It's all fine. So less oil is better. And there goes the fresh tomatoes. And I'm going to get like you most of this stuff. I don't know if you have seen my Aldi's grocery or most of this stuff I got them. It's the same day that I went to the store, so you can check that out. The Aldi grocery haul. Check that video. And I got this tomato from there, and you're gonna see the chicken broth. I got it from there too. Like I said, I usually go to different places to get stuff, but half of that, or actually a little bit more, half, a little bit more than half of the tomato sauce. I just want to get the flavor, and I'm going to put the chicken broth, and it's almost gonna be more than half. Like you can see, I didn't put any water. Beside the one that I was cooking with is almost drying out, so just put that in there and just don't put water. You'll be amazed if you start using broth, any kind of broth, beef broth, chicken broth, to your meal, to your meat. You'll see the different taste to it, and you're going to love it. Just mix together. I see the chunks of tomato, but it's gonna cook, don't worry about it. So I'm continuing with organizing stuff, and this the drawer is just gonna be really quick. Getting all this stuff from the other side of the stove, I'm moving them on this side. That way it's bigger. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but it's bigger, and all my utensils are gonna be there now. And on the other side, I have like big spoons and all that stuff closer to the stove while I'm cooking. And yeah, so like I said, this is not the final. It's just going to be for now, and I'll change them once things come. And but as far as right now, this is what I have. And I have a bunch of straws for this little ones. So this is how it looks like so far. Oh, my cabinet, it's not totally organized, but it's good enough. This is the sink drawers where I have my stuff. That's my favorite part. You can see most of the video I have. I use the microfiber towels. They clean wonders. I am done cooking the meat, even the sombe. And now what's coming up next? I guess you know it. There's some fufu coming up. And I'm just going to make it, and I'll be ready for dinner. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out my other content, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and put on the notification bell so you will know every time I upload something. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.